Don't change on me. This is for everyone that is in a relationship and have outside children by other men. Let your man know the only time your children's father is going to call your phone is when it is concerning his child. Me personally, I don't understand how a man could be with a woman and not expect her to remain in contact with her child father. I guess that is this new millennium nonsense everyone is giving into these days. My oldest son mom, I used to hear from her once a month before she got married. I was the only person she knew with Boost Mobile service. She would ask me to call Jamaica and tell her husband to call her. Once they was married and he moved here, I never heard from her again. Every time I came to get my son, I told him when to be ready, then came to get him. Now that she is divorced, she wants to pull the control card. I made plans to take my children bowling and told my son I was on my way. He texted back he couldn't go because I didn't inform his mom. We talking about a 16-year-old, not a 2-year-old. Any other time I could come get my son without any issues. Now it's a problem. I asked my son for his mom's number. I used to DM her on Facebook, but this convo had to be done either face to face or over the phone. I made a call. We said what we had to say. I agreed to try things her way to inform her beforehand. Time goes by. I headed to pick up my twin. I told him where to meet me because the bus was right past his grandmother's house. We were talking about two different buses. The bus I was on came down the street before his grandmother's house. I'm calling his phone to let him know he not picking up. I get off the bus and walk back towards his grandmother's house. When I get there, he's sitting on the porch talking. I asked him why he ain't answer the phone. He replied, I didn't hear it ringing. I told him to tell his grandmother he was leaving with me. He opened the door. Mom, I'm gone with my dad. She replied, no you ain't. He ain't tell me nothing. I replied, I thought I told you Wednesday to tell her. He replied, I did. I called his mom's phone as usual. She sent me to the voicemail after the third ring. I hung up and texted her. How do I suppose to tell you stuff when you won't answer the phone? My son headed to the park with his friends. I caught up with him, gave him a few dollars, and told him to call me later. After I gave him dap, I noticed mom came out the door. I was 38 hot right away. I walked past her headed to the bus stop. The old Raymond that she is used to seeing would have caused a scene about my family time getting destroyed, but I am trying to show my children the right way to handle things without making the situation worse. I called my son's phone once I was on the bus. I could have stayed and took him to the Zora Festival, but I was too mad and cold at the same time. This is the same mother my son that I used to hear from on the regular. If she fell in hard times, I was the first phone she would call. And my son didn't hear from me by Wednesday of every week. She was calling me asking why my son ain't heard from me. If my son needed something, she would come get the money from me. Now she won't since she got in a new relationship. The point of this story is don't change up. Let your man know there's nothing going on between you and your child or children's father. Y'all have a good understanding and won't raise around all the drama you see nowadays. You have fathers out here like me that don't get a lot of time with their children due to work to keep a roof over their head. That use their children as their motivation. They use their children as their motivation to become a better, to cherish their little time that they get with their children. Then I am going to inform her when I want to come get my son. If she don't answer, I will leave voicemail followed by text. That don't work. I am going to do what I've been doing, make plans while she at work and go from there. Don't change up on me. Don't change up on me. Don't change up. Oh, shoot.